All right, Steele Lights 2019. I'm going to start actually in the front of the house instead of over by the pole shed this year. You'll see that this year I've been lamenting for years the fact that I could not get lights on our siding. So the next best thing, I ordered 6 lasers, and they're kind of like the ones you see at Walmart, only these are extra bright. And you'll see what a good job they do there, just lighting up the whole front of the house with that. So there's one new addition this year on this front, and there's one on the back side you'll see too. So come with me and we'll take a look at the rest. Here on this side of the garage that we have in the front, you'll see that the back's done, but let's go over here and get into the goodness. A lot of time this year. A lot more time in past years, and that's what happens when you keep adding stuff. So I'm going to take you through here so I can give you a look at what it's like if you come up the road. Sorry for the darkness. All right, so this is the pole shed door. We've done that every year. Not a big deal. It's huge. It takes a lot of C9s. This is completely new this year. I don't own this, but there's power over there, and I asked permission if I could do those trees and lights. And so those are all new this year, all new strands of lights, all done. 8 foot roughly. That one that's in clear lights there, that is a huge stump. That's actually 995 lights just to go around the base of that and go up that 8 times. You can see there, so that's a couple thousand lights just on that guy. But you can see here, this is brand new, not been done before. Don't own that field, but got permission to put lights in there, and they're even letting me use their electricity. So shout out to the Forestburg community for letting me do that. And then we'll come back around here. This year you'll see that I garages as I always do. You'll notice last year I did the top of that garage, the roof, and I had it in clear lights. The problem with that is that when it snowed, they were pretty much worthless. You couldn't see them. So I elected not to do the roof this year and waste the time, because it just didn't make a lot of sense because they couldn't be seen last year. So now we'll come around this way. Take a look at the front. There's some new things there. The mailbox, letters from Santa, the street sign. We always do that. Come around, you'll see that those trees there in the front aren't new, but the location's different and the color scheme is different, and there are 2 new ones in there. So that's new. That big Frosty is new. That's a 12-foot blow up. He's new. And then you'll see going to the music there, the arches like we always have. But you'll notice this year I added strands along the side of C9s. So there's about 1,000 C9s that go around those arches all the way around. And you know, C9s are the biggest bulbs, so they're really bright. So that looks good. And then also this year I added those light columns. You'll see that they're green, and then they rotate green to traditional Christmas lights. There's 6 of those light columns there going to the music, and I really like those. They make the show that much better, and it's just bright. So we have that. And then you can see here from the road again, if you look at the front of the house, just how bright those lasers are here, even with all the lighting around it. Really pleased with those. Move along here as we go down the shotway, and then you'll see here the side of the garage this year all in red. I'm really actually kind of disappointed. Those are actually globe lights, and I bought those thinking that they would be super bright, and they're not. I think it's just pretty much a normal mini bulb in a globe. So they're actually pretty big plastic light fixtures, but not very bright. So kind of disappointed in how that turned out. It still looks okay, but I thought it would be brighter because the lights are actually huge, and you can see in there, you know, it just didn't turn out as well as I would have liked, but it still looks all right. It's Christmas, who cares? So we'll come down this way and take a look through here, and those are those light columns going that I added this year that are new, brand new. All of those. And then you can come through here and you can see that this area here is redone with more lights and kind of a new area, but a couple of these trees are new, and then some are going to the music this year. Last year they weren't. So we'll come down this way, side of the house. You'll see that we got another 12-foot Santa blow up in the back, and there's the sun porch. Green around the sun porch this year. I can't remember what color it was last year, to be honest with you. Candy canes in the trees, that's new this year. So we had some candy canes, put them in the trees. And then we have there's kind of a glare there from those lights. As last year, we've got our Santa projector in the window. Kids really like that guy, so he's in there. Lights along the top as usual, up to the peak there. Joy sign. Come down this way and then we'll look from the other side. Big trees going as they always are. My North Carolina flag is kind of caught up in the wind. That needs to be put away for the year. Go Tar Heels. Okay. So we'll come through here. The rope light we've always had, but this year actually every single one of those lights is new. My C9s were about 6 years old, and these are much brighter than the ones I had, so these are all replacements. And then there you can see in the back, you can see the lasers that are in the back there on that side of the house. So I'm quite a ways away from it, and you can see how bright they are. So I'm really pleased with those actually. I've tried some of the ones they sell at Walmart in the past, and they just don't work very well. They're not very bright. You can't see them from far away. Really pleased with those. Lights up the whole side of the house. You could tell from the front it's all lit up, and you can see around the back here that rope fence, the light rope fence goes all the way around. Big Santa blow up. The pool patio deck is in clear lights, and then we have the candy canes and the reindeer and the sleigh and then the Santa blow behind it. That was Carter's project this year. Turned out pretty well. And then that deer in the back, that's all just one color. And then you can see the pool patio better here. So, and then the lilac bushes in the back are done, as they always are. I did not do the boys' play set this year. It's way in the back of the yard, and nobody could really see it when they drove by, so it seemed like a waste. So the backyard, as you can see, and then going up that shot way here, what it kind of looks like. And I'll pan out here so you can see the front. Back here, candy canes, and then see what this side looks like here if you're going around. Then up in Hayden's window, you can see that there is another projector going. Those lasers kind of drown it out, so I think I'm gonna move that Santa projector actually, because it's really hard to pick up compared to the one in the front that we saw earlier. So let's move around to the other side here. We'll call it good. This is getting long already. I see them at 7 minutes, but anyway, man hours this year. Carter and I did most of this year. Brighton 16 and Christmas lights don't seem as cool to him anymore, and getting that kid to come out was kind of like pulling teeth. So Carter and I did most of this, and it took us about 6 full weekend days, maybe 7. So we put a lot of hours into this for sure. Light count this year, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I know I bought 21,000 lights on clearance last year, so add the total of 21,000 to whatever you have here, and there you can see the trees we added in that field that have never been done before, and I just think that looks sweet. I mean, it's you know, it's pretty impressive. Not to tweet my own horn and Carter's horn, but I'm really pleased with this year's display. Adding that field full of lights like that, I mean, that's a lot of trees that we did that's right next to the house. Looks beautiful. You know, adding the lasers, adding the light columns here just pops the front yard. The lasers in the front, I love the front of the house with those lasers on it. So yeah, Steele Lights, we did it again. We went home, or went bigger, and added more, and it is brighter than it's ever been, and we've got more lights than we've ever had. So Steele Lights 2019. I love this time of year. I've got my Griswold sweater on. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving coming up. Wanted to turn the lights on tonight because everything's finally done now. Everything that it was broken, that was fixed from my test fire up a week ago. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Good health to everybody. Godspeed, and what a great time of year this is. I can't tell you how much I love it, and obviously I do love it, and you can tell by how nuts I go with lights. So again, for the 18th time, Merry Christmas, folks.